mixed postal up with Chicago. A pastel collared Chicago home, popularly, I can't even spunk now.
You can't even spunk?
Known as the
What?
Candyland House is up for sale. Thank you very much. With the real estate agent comparing it to a life-size Barbie's dream home. The house in the Rogers Park neighborhood, not Roger Rabbit, was built in 1891 and was remodeled into a pastel work at art by current owner Jackie Sedin and her husband Don, who has since died. The couple lived in the house for 47 years.
Wow.
The whole house is pastel colored and glitter from head to toe. Kathy Schreige, the Redfin real estate agent listing the home, told Block Club Chicago it's like a Barbie's dream home.
Wow.
It's the most electric house I've seen in 20 years as a realtor, she said.
So is that Candyland or Barbie?
That's Candyland.
It's Candyland.
Yes.
Because we watched a show that had Candyland in it, but it wasn't very Candyland.
No.
You remember Django Unchained?
Yeah.
Remember the big slave state that was Candyland?
Yeah, I know.
I wonder if that's the type of Candyland we're talking about here, or if we're actually talking about a Candyland.
I think we're talking about Candyland. I just looked at the house. It looks like it. So. Jackie Sadin previously said the home was an olive green color. Ugh. Man.
And Candyland, olive green?
No, he said the original painting of the house color.
Okay.
When she and her husband moved in, and the pastel collars she started using inside the house soon spread to the exterior.
Hang on a second. I just got to, you know how you have those little microaggressions that come out? Okay. Say pastel.
Pastel.
Okay, say it again.
Pastel.
Okay, say it in a sentence.
Pistol.
Yeah. No, I hear you saying pastel. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, what's going on here? Because you're saying pestle, postal, and then pastel. And there's something about the L that's not coming out right. And I was wondering if it's because of where you're from.
It could be.
Like you're saying pastor with the L, like pastel.
That Midwest slang.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry to bother you. I just needed to know. And then you threw me off with the olive green thing.
Well, thank you, Mr. Hans. Now I got to remember where I was at. I'm good. The pastel. I'm here in the studio.
Hello, Carletta.
The pastel theme even extends to the blinds, radiators, and a piano.
Ooh.
Schreige and Sedin would prefer to sell the home to someone who would keep the house's unique elements, but the market will ultimately decide. Your thoughts on this Candyland misadventure?
Well, it's a seller's market right now. Land prices are through the roof and crazy. You want to know why?
Why?
Because there's government entities buying this crap up. They're buying land up.
Right.
Nobody's really talking about it. I heard yesterday that over 30% of McDonald's fries comes from land that was bought by Bill Gates.
Ooh.
They're growing potatoes on the land, vast fields that you can't see the end of the field that they're buying. Okay, so us people, normal people,
regular,
have a hell of a hard time buying a home.
But yeah.
Now, here's the other thing. They're not, in most cases, giving fixed interest rates. So what happens when hyperinflation hits and you buy Candyland?
Yeah.
It's not going to be very sweet, is it?
No, not sweet at all. You're going to be paying almost double the ice cream price.
I got to tell you, something important is happening.
Yep.
Very important. We actually found out that there is an end to the Fast and Furious movies.
Ooh.
Like an end. Total end. Did you hear about this?
No.
Okay, then we also found out that there's going to be a Morning Crashers #2.
I know. This is awesome.
Okay. I am the supreme, Wedding Crashers. Did I say Morning Crashers?
Morning Crankers?
Yeah, well, see what you're doing to me? No, there's going to be a Wedding Crashers #2.
Yes.
Who's your favorite actor of all time?
Favorite actor of all time?
Yeah.
I like Clint Eastwood's my favorite actor.
Yeah, he's 91 now?
He is. He made so many great movies.
So Wedding Crashers is coming out with number 2. Owen Wilson and
Vaughn. Vince Vaughn.
Okay, Vince, you got it. Okay,
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn is my favorite actor. Why? Not because he probably has the best acting, because I love his attitude, because I've met so many people like him. He literally is Chicago, Northern Illinois, Lake Geneva area. Yeah. That's just him. That's the way that he acts. In Wedding Crashers, one of the funniest movies that I've ever seen. There's so many different dynamics to that. When is the last time we've had a great movie come out?
Oh, God. A while.
It's been a while. Maybe The Revenant.
That was a great movie.
That was a great movie. Yeah. Tell me, though, I'm trying to think of the last couple of years. Tell me a great movie. Not a good movie, but a great movie that's came out.
I really got to think.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like you don't have them that stick out in your head that are like, okay, this one was awesome.
Everything's been a recreation.
Exactly. Hello, Yehudi.
Or come off a comic book page.
Right. It's always something where they've taken somebody else's idea.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But they won't do the good ones.
Yeah.
Like I was hearing mumblings that they were going to redo the Goonies.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for the last 10 years.
Dude, I would love to have the Goonies or, like the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
But instead of, I would like to see them, instead of being like in high school, have it somewhere else. Like, all of them did something at a
years later.
Yeah, years later, something like that. But we don't get those types of movies anymore.
Right.
We may get some good animation. We may get some of that stuff. But, Pirates of the Caribbean was borderline great.
Yeah.
The first one, but then they just, took too many.
Yeah.
So can you even come up with one in the last 2 years?
In the last 2 years?
Last 3 years. Let's go 3 years.
That has just been
I'll be a Huckleberry.
Yeah, I've been off the charts. I can't think of one, really.
So Dan Maynard brought something up. He said, the best and greatest line ever, I'll be your Huckleberry. Now, most people don't even understand that line. Now, I did a TikTok about this, but I'll explain it here. When somebody says they're going to be your Huckleberry, do you know what that actually means?
What's it mean? I don't know.
That means that you're going to kill them, and then you're going to be their pallbearer. Back in the day, back in the early Americas, a huckleberry was a pallbearer. And they traditionally took a stick from a huckleberry tree and they stuck it through their shirt. And it was, to show respect and stuff to the dead. So when he says, I'll be your huckleberry, I'm going to kill you and then I'm going to be your pallbearer. I'm going to throw you in the ground. Wow. I thought that was kind of cool. So when he says, I'll be your huckleberry, he's literally saying, I'll kill you.
Wow.
I think that's awesome.
It is.
You know what I mean? But Wedding Crashers, what is your favorite part about it?
Oh, God. Just the whole movie's funny. I don't know. There isn't really one specific scene sticks out. But
is it the crazy girl or the crazy brother?
Brother.
The brother gets you the most? Or is it, when they're playing football? Because you always have that one guy that has to, his balls haven't dropped yet. So you know what I'm talking about? So he has to be super aggressive when you're trying to have fun. And there's that guy in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's got that same humor like the movie we talked about earlier. You mentioned it, American Pie movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh. It's that same type of humor.
Right.
And
maybe a little bit less dog shelf than that. A little bit more mainstream humor.
Yeah.
But Vince Vaughn
makes
that movie, I think.
He's funny.
And Owen Wilson does a pretty good job, too.
He does.
If you've noticed, Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn both align with a certain political party more than the other. And when that came out, it seems like both of them started losing work. Hardcore.
That's how it works there, though.
Okay, so this is how awesome this is going to be. Listen to this. Wedding Crashers 2 is coming. Now, this is what it puts a smile on my face. It says, prepare to be offended. You know where that's going, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, check this out. I mean, you know where this is going. I think that we're going to have a pro-American, pro, I'm a man, you're a woman.
Yeah.
Pro everything that we try to nourish ourselves with every day. We are going to have that in this movie. And oh, by the way, the master, Chaz,
Yeah.
He's coming back. Will Ferrell in this one as well. What do you think?
I love it.
I mean,
this is great.
Right?
I can't wait. When it comes out, I'm going to go see it.
Oh, we are going to go see this.
We'll just go see it.
Yeah.
We'll do
absolutely.
a review on it.
Yeah, well, I'll sneak a camera in. We'll get the good parts. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know, maybe.
Yeah.
You don't think Vince Vaughn would ever talk to me again if I did that to you?
I don't know.
Nah, I don't think he will.
I don't think he will.
Yeah.
Vince isn't like that, I don't think.
No, he's actually like, the reason he's so good an actor because he actually is kind of that guy.
That's what I figured.
Right. And, you know,
Some guys do play the role that they really are on camera.
They do. I mean, he's just that guy.
Right.
It sucks. I mean, Chicago Bears fan.
Now, he may not talk to you after that.
Chicago Cubs fan.
I'll go with you on that one.
I mean, come on. It's very simple. Badgers, Brewers, Packers. See how simple that is? I mean, Ellen says none of these celebrities are willing to put their money where their mouths are. And I'll tell you, that's true for most of them, but there are some, like Matthew McConaughey. If you notice, there's only certain companies that will work with him anymore.
Yep. Because
he put his money where his mouth was. Vince Vaughn did. Owen Wilson did. A lot of these guys, and they do it, and they just get destroyed.
Yep.
So if you're on one side, you can talk about it in Hollywood. You can talk about whatever you want, and you get protected. Like De Niro, you can make threats. You can threaten to blow up the White House. You can do whatever you want, and you still get work.
Yep.
If you're on the other side of that aisle, and you even say, "Oh yeah, I gave $1,200 to this guy," boom, your career's over.
Yep.
You are destroyed financially, emotionally. They don't invite you to parties anymore, right?
Yeah, you're not a part of the club no more.
Sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it really sucks for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
So, what else?
I got retrieved woodchuck.
Retrieved woodchuck?
Yes. Golden retriever gives woodchuck a ride to shore at Massachusetts Lake. Ooh. A woman visiting a Massachusetts lake with her dog captured video when the canine picked up an unexpected passenger in the water, a hitchhiking woodchuck. Lauren Russell said her 2-year-old golden retriever, Wally, was swimming in Lunenburg's Hickory Hills Lake when he encountered a woodchuck in the water. He was about 100 meters out, and a woodchuck, I think, just crawled right up on his back, and he swam back to shore with him. Russell told WCVB-TV, "We were flabbergasted. It was unbelievable. We couldn't believe what we were seeing." Russell captured video of Wally swimming back to shore with the woodchuck on his back. She said the canine did not seem to mind having a passenger. He didn't even care, Russell said. He took a peek back on his back and then just kept swimming.
Ooh.
She said Wally gave his new friend a ride all the way back to shore where the two said their goodbyes. It came back to the island, hopped off his back, and then scurried away, and they gave each other a little kiss goodbye. They touched snouts, and then he ran away, Russell said. Your thoughts, Mr. Hans, on this romantic story?
It's weird. Very rarely, other than food, but very rarely in the animal kingdom do you see animals try to kill each other. Over things, especially.
Right.
Very rarely. You'll see them kill each other to eat them.
Yes.
And maybe protect their young. But out of pure meanness or greed, you don't see that in the animal kingdom. Isn't that weird?
It is.
And so now we've got a golden retriever giving somebody a ride.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way we should be.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
We should be. He was giving Chuck a ride.
Chuck. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood?
He would.
Yeah. Well, how much?
A wood?
I want to hear you say that.
I'm not going to say that.
How about rubber baby buggy bumpers?
What did you say?
Yeah, how about she sells seashells by the seashore?
She sells seashells by the seashore.
You can't do the she sells by the seashore because then it's everywhere. It's she sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells seashore. Remember that movie?
I do. So I want to get back to this other story. Because a lot of people have been like, how long is Vin Diesel going to carry this on?
I know.
We've got our answer because you're a big Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Now, this might be actually, we talked about earlier all the good movies.
Right.
But you want to talk about the best franchise of all time? We're talking
Star
about
Wars.
it right now.
Star Wars.